I say world now because when I say hey Baltimore, you know what Mike Davis always say to me? You know what he say to me? We might be syndicated one day. You gotta stop saying Baltimore and think bigger.
That's right.
The DMV.
That's right. The
Everywhere,
DMV.
everywhere. World. Good morning, world. Okay? I have not been on here for 3 whole daggone weeks. What in the world? I missed you guys. But you know, a lot of you guys, when I wasn't on, you called, you text, you sent me messages through social media saying, what happened? What's wrong? Did you quit? Did you get laid off again? Because you know I retire like every so often from the radio. And then I come back and say, I'm back. So that's a I'm back. But no, I was just off. Who is calling me? Sean. People always call me at 9:30 and they know I be on the daggone radio.
Right, that's right.
Jeez. Get it together. But anyway, y'all. So for the past 3 weeks, I want to let y'all know I was in Florida, just doing some things in Florida. You know, we got some new stuff that's going to be coming. I ain't telling y'all yet. I got to wait for when God say to tell y'all. That's what I'm going to tell y'all.
Okay. All right.
That's what's going to happen. That's how we going to do that. But I also just had a birthday on August the 7th.
That's right. Happy birthday.
And I turned 46 years old. And I do feel older and wiser and stronger. Just in case y'all wanted to know, I wanted to like sleep in, but my husband wouldn't allow me to do that. My husband would not allow me to sleep in. But you know what? I just gotta say this real quick, and then I'm gonna keep it moving. People, when someone says what they want for their birthdays, right, or for any type of holiday, just listen to them. I think that people think that I want certain things. So they think that I want, you know, fancy bags and all that type of stuff. All that stuff is when I was broke balling, when I ain't had nothing, no money, no nothing. Stuffing tags in the shirts and all that stuff. You know how you take it back to Nordstrom? Right. Oh, ain't nobody do that? Nobody used to wear the stuff and take it back to Nordstrom? Oh, okay. I'm the only one. All right. Well, anyway, I know y'all silently did that. And I'm just saying I did it. I'm not the only one that did that. Sorry, Nordstrom.
Did that or doing that. Some are still doing
I ain't doing it no more. I ain't doing it no more. But that's because I shop at 5 and Below now. But anyway, 5 and Below ain't gonna take it back. Horrible, Angel Brown. But it's the truth. They're not gonna take it back. I need stock in 5 and Below. But anyway, I think that a lot of relationships don't work or have turmoil in it, whether it's friendships, whether it's marriages, because people just don't freaking listen. So if you say, I'm gonna just say, for example, Mike Davis, if I say to you, you say, what do you want for your birthday? And I say, Mike, I want vegetable chips. I want, you know, all my favorite things, 5 and Below. I want all this little stuff, right? But then you decide that you want to bring me a toy Birch bag. You ain't listen. I didn't ask for that. I asked for what I asked for. But because, and I think what happens is because people think that, no, they put value on things, right? So the toy Birch bag has value. You know, my Payless shoes that I sent out to everybody that I wanted, my Payless shoes for $22, which I really, really wanted because they're comfortable and I already have them in brown. Nobody thought that I should get those Payless shoes because they felt like, no, you know, we value you more. You do so much for other people. And that's because we put value on things. No, just give me what I'm asking for. I just because they buy things for them. And the value, if they give you something that's deemed as no value, it makes them look bad. So they're not as concerned about, you know what I'm saying? All right. Not because, I get it. Right. You're saying it's more on them. Right. Not even, here I am thinking it's about, they want us. I get it now. It's about them and their value. That's another show.
If you give them some Payless shoes, they'll be like, they're concerned that somebody find out that you gave her some Payless shoes. Right. That's on them, not on. But if you said that's what I want, right?
Whole nother show.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Whole nother show.
We're not talking about that today.
All right, we're not talking about that today. But anyway, I just had to get that off my chest because a lot of people just do things that just do what I'm asking. Just do what I'm asking. And actually, if you do that in your life, you'll see that your relationships will work more because the person that you're giving it to will say, "Oh my gosh, she or he is listening to me. They heard me." What you think I can't teach, Mike? What you think? What do you think I've been hearing, Mike Davis? He think I can't be teaching y'all. I can drop some jewels sometimes. Right. Anyway, y'all.
On 10,000. 10,000 plus. Oh man.
Listen, we had some
Alan, I hope you're ready.
Special guests in the house today. And I am super duper excited. I am so excited to introduce my guest today because he has such a powerful story. And I think that, a half hour is not even enough. We can go days and days and days, but it's something that people need to hear. A lot of us don't have hope right now. A lot of us are just in this like funk. You know what I mean? And sometimes we don't even know why we're in a funk. So I wanted to make sure Mr. Alan Montgomery from Nuwave House Services came in today to share a little bit of his story. And he has his beautiful wife, Miss Kim, here today, who doesn't want to really be on when she's on. We forced her. Say hi, Kim.
Good morning.
So Alan. Tell us a little bit about your journey, how you got to Nuwave, and just what you think about Nuwave as a company.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. First, I would like to thank God, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Come on.
My family,
all right.
My wife, Angel and Damon Marshall, my Nuwave community.
Yes, Nuwave
106.1. For the honor and privilege to allow me to be.
Man, he's done this before.
Yes.
Okay. Work it out.
My journey it's almost cliche. It's a common thread that we see in the communities. I grew up in Baltimore City. I knew I come from a loving family. However, we didn't have structure. I was pretty much left to figure things out on my own, and it wasn't anybody's fault. It was just a generational thing. We didn't traditionally sit around the table and discuss our problems at dinner time. So I grew up in a single home. My mom was a single parent. My dad was absent. So I learned to pretty much figure life out on my own. And of course, that led me into getting into a lot of trouble. So I didn't know how to process my emotional feelings. I didn't know how to process life. I didn't know how to process my thoughts. I had no direction. So ultimately, because I felt unloved, unwanted, I felt neglected and abandoned, and it wasn't nobody's fault. It was generational.
Yes. Those generational curses.
I wanted to feel better about myself. So I turned that inward and I began not to like me. Because of the abandonment and the neglect that I felt in my household.
Yes.
So my story is one of substance addiction. I arrived to my substance addiction because I wanted something to make me feel good about me. I did not know that I would arrive to the place of addiction. Because in the beginning, I just wanted to feel better.
Yes.
I was experimenting with something that would make me feel better. I did not know what the future held in that lane.
Right.
Ultimately, I became addicted to the substance that I thought that was making me feel good, and it became a full-time job to chase that feeling. So it's a common thing that I hear a lot.
Yes.
That's my story too. So I came to believe that God was my foundation.
Yes.
I came to believe that God loved me. I came to believe that God never forsook me. Once I began developing a spiritual foundation, even though my addiction didn't stop, I knew that there was a power, my creator, that can help me get through this thing.
Let's go.
I didn't know how. I went through several treatment centers.
Yeah.
I went through homelessness. I went through soup kitchens. I went through isolating from my family, friends. I went to the pits. That's what my addiction took me.
Wow.
And this is over a period of 20 plus years. In and out of treatment centers.
Wow.
20 plus years trying to figure this thing out.
So while you were trying to figure it out, how long have you been married?
18 years.
18
Thursday.
years. 18 years Thursday. Yes. Yes to the long marriages. Right. I love that. That's right. So while you're going through this, it ain't just you going through it. You got Miss Kim going through it as well.
Yes.
And so I think that sometimes people forget, like, the family and the things that we have to go through and what we see and all those things. And so Miss Kim, I know you're gonna kill me after this, but Miss Kim, what was it like? You was on this ride too, right alongside of them.
Through the journey, I think a ministry was birthed in me called Collateral Damage.
Yes.
Because you do go through it with the person. Thanks be to the Lord, he knew God.
Yes.
And the things that I went through, he just played a song this morning called Good in Love. And that's the only thing I could do. I could get 2 words, Lord, help me. And so that's what you do. Because as my girlfriend say, that's your husband, not your boyfriend.
That's right.
You said that in front of God. So it's safe for better or worse. Sometimes you see the worst before you see the better.
Yes. Yes.
But he can minister to you in any state.
He sure can. I've heard it.
In any state.
I've heard it.
It's in him.
Amen.
And so, God was there with us, with our children, with our grandchildren. And, we just had to go through the process because at the end of the process, God already knows what's going to happen.
Trust the process, people. We say that all the time, right? Trust the process.
You have to. See, we want that microwave effect.
Yes.
But God got his own effect. So we just have to wait. Because by those peers, you should have been left him. You still with him? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, I am with him.
You know why? Because I saw the good when I first met him. I did. You can feel it if you really get to know a person. But he's always that guy. He's always gonna help somebody. He's always gonna serve.
Just had a struggle. Everybody got struggle.
Yes.
We all fall short.
Yes.
But for the grace of God, we still here pushing on.
Come on now.
The Spirit of the Lord is here. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I just felt that. I got a singing contract coming up soon, right? Anyway. We'll talk about that later, Mike Davis.
Yes, we'll talk about that a lot later.
So Alan, tell us a little bit about Nuwave and your experience with Nuwave and how that all came about.
Wow. Nuwave changed my life. Nuwave. Listen, I came from the legal system into Nuwave. And I came in shackles.
Come on.
And when I walked in the Nuwave facility, I automatically felt a loving, caring energy as soon as I walked in the door. And I'm not the only participant that says this. This is across the board. This is what we get. They didn't see a prisoner. They saw a human being that was struggling. Angel was in the lobby, Miss Keisha was in the lobby, and Dr. Shepard was there. And immediately the compassion, the support, the understanding, it was just felt. I felt like this is the place, right? So as I journeyed in my process, in my level of care, the help and support was just out of this world. Like I started to develop my self-image, my self-worth. I started to develop my self-respect, my dignity. And I'm only here. I'm a byproduct of Nuwave. My family, God. I am a byproduct. God spoke Nuwave into existence. And I personalized that. He spoke Nuwave in existence for me and for others. But it's so personal for me because it changed my life. And it spilled over in changing the lives of my family, my grandkids. I'm able to do things with them on a positive level. The counseling services that I receive from my counselor, the support. All staff is counselors there. Like, we don't discriminate. If you need help, you go to anybody, you're gonna get it.
That's right.
Or we're gonna refer you to somebody in-house that's gonna help you.
That's right.
So that's how it works. The foundation at Nuwave is love. I've been to several programs. Some of those programs was the best that money could buy. But I did not get what I got from Nuwave. Nuwave gave me hope, opportunity, help, support, compassion, love, and a foundation. I'm so grateful. Gratefulness, my gratitude speaks in my actions.
Absolutely.
Because gratitude, we can feel it, but it's also an action.
Yes, it is.
How do we express our attitude?
Tell him, Alan. Tell him.
So, because God gave me this wonderful gift within this organization, it is my duty. It is my duty to give back. I love Nuwave with all. She can tell you.
Yes.
She can tell you. I love what it stands for.
Yes.
I love what it stands for in our community. I love what Damon and Angel stands for. The whole administrative team, the staff, we are all on one accord. We are focused on the mission.
Yes.
Which is to help and serve the people that are struggling with mental health disorders and substance addiction.
Yes. Yes. Mike said, give the phone number right now. Sorry, mate. Wait a minute. I want all that you just said tape. I can use it as a commercial. Would I be able to use that as a commercial? That'd be a good, really good commercial, Alan. Right. I mean, I swear. Right. Because listen.
Unless you paid him to say all that.
I swear. This is him every day, all day. Okay. Every day, all day. He be riding for Nuwave. We have so many people that's riding for Nuwave. And it's just an honor just to sit and hear how the program works, right? So, like Mike said, if you know somebody or if you have somebody that needs the help from Alan is our peer. What the name we gave? We ain't even have it. We just made it. Yes, the peer support liaison. Because you need support.
Right.
You need support as you're going through this. And everybody ain't gonna want to talk to Angel Brown. Everybody ain't gonna want to talk to Dr. Shepherd. So we need somebody who's been there, done that. You know, so to get the support that they need. So you guys can call Nuwave Health Services at 443-869-5522. That is 443-869-5522. See, I remembered to say it twice. Oh, do the website too, Mike Davis? So you just tell me from the side. It's Nuwave, Nuwave healthservices.com. Also, you got to check out the Angel Brown Effect now. Come on now. You can't do one without the other. But one thing I want to mention is, I don't know how hard, if you know how hard your wife was riding for you before you came. I was getting a call, if not every day, every other day, about you coming home, how it's going to be. She wanted to make sure that you got into Nuwave.
That's a good wife.
A very good, a damn good wife.
The Bible says, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
Listen,
receive favor from the Lord.
Listen, Kim, I would marry you. You would be my daggone wife. I ain't mine. Damon, I'm sorry. But she was riding for you. She was really riding for you, right? And even the times that Kim would say to me, listen, email this person, email. I said, oh, I was Kim's secretary. Okay.
For her husband.
For her husband. Mm-hmm. I said, what's the email address, Kim? She wrote for her husband. And that was something that, first of all, I've learned from Kim, I learned some things, because, we don't know everything, and I'm a good student. So I'm picking up things that Kim is doing for you and how she's speaking about you. And I'm taking that and I'm using that in my own relationship. You might not even know that.
Oh, thank you.
But we all can learn, and for those who think that they can't,
you don't struggle.
You really gonna struggle.
Right.
You really gonna struggle. And so I just want to hey, Malik! I was just asking about you. Malik in the house, y'all. Okay, anyway. I get easily distracted. So I want to make sure that, first of all, Alan, that we are so blessed to have you. We really are. It shows that the program does work. Because guess what? Alan works for us now. He on the payroll now.
I love it.
And we would actually prefer people who have gone through the program to actually work for us, because you understand what the mission is. You understand what needs to happen. 5 minutes. You understand what needs to happen in order to get to the other side of recovery. I always tell participants, you got to think about what your life is going to look like after, because really it'd be no hope. You might have a felony, they have limited income, credit is bad. What am I going to do once I get out of here? Because technically what usually happens is, because this is like a revolving door, programs are revolving door. Once you get to a certain point of the program, your insurance ain't going to pay no more. And most people, what they're going to do, they're going to tell you, you got to go. They're going to say, you got to go. Your insurance is not paying. I have plenty of people at Nuwave Health Services that I am not getting paid for, but I refuse to see them on the street. I refuse. Not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. And that's why we have some other things that we're trying to do, Damon and I, to make sure that if we can't service them in Nuwave, we're going to be able to service them somewhere. Because this is so much bigger than us. It's bigger than Nuwave. It's bigger than us. It takes an army.
Yes.
Angel's army, by the way.
Yes. Soldiers.
It takes real soldiers. I'm going to get those shirts printed up and they'll be available soon.
Angel is boots on the ground. She is always boots on the ground. She's in the trenches with us. She's grinding it out.
I was the transportation driver yesterday.
Yeah, tell that story.
I was the transportation driver. Let me tell you a quick story before Julius told me to get off of here, because he's gonna cut me in a second. Julian. Oh, Julian. Dang, Julian. I said the wrong name. Julian. See, but you don't usually be there, and it be Malik, so that's why I messed up. Let me not waste my last 2 minutes. Let me tell y'all this story real quick, right? So yesterday I was the transportation driver because we didn't have anybody to drive. We could have had, I could have appointed somebody else to do it, but I wanted to do it myself so we could fill in the gaps and see where the holes are, where we could do better. Because, every company got their little twerks and tweaks that we got to do. And so I was the driver, and the participants were very excited to see me. And one thing that I learned was you could change the trajectory of their day by the energy that you give off, right? So, of course, I'm excited at 5:45 in the morning when I'm picking them up.
Wow.
So I picked them up. Our first group, we went to McDonald's. We had a young lady. Unfortunately, her name was Miss Kim. But she was really nasty and mean. So I say to the group, I said, let's see if we can change her energy. You think we can change her energy? They're like, nope, she's nasty. We can't. But I know, because God tells me that I know that we can, and that energy is transferable. I'm not gonna be mean because she's mean. And we get to that front window, and I asked her, was she the one who took our order? And she said, yeah. She was like, yeah, still being mean. And pretty much, and just quickly, I pretty much said to her, I understand if you're upset about something. I understand that you may not have had a good day. I don't want the next car for you to transfer that energy to the next car that comes up. She was still being real mean and nasty. And then we finally said to her, what can we do to help you today, Miss Kim? And that really broke her down because she wasn't expecting for us to say that. Long story short, we bought Miss Kim lunch. I told her, do not buy it. I gave her $20. I said, don't buy it from McDonald's because I'm sure you eat here all the time. The van, everybody was projecting love onto her, and her energy changed. We can change people's energy. You don't have, just because somebody is nasty to you, you don't have to be nasty to them. And that's just the moral of the daggone story. It's just some more stuff that's with it. But Mike gotta give me an hour show and I can tell y'all more. So write into Mike Davis in Radio 1. You need for me to be on here for an hour.
There we go.
Because I gotta go now. And see, and I won't even finish my story.
Right.
Alan, thank you so much, Alan, for coming in. We have to do this again. It gotta be like a part 2. And Miss Kim, I absolutely adore and love you. And I love the way you ride for your freaking husband.
Freaking.
Oh, you can't say freaking on 106.1. I need to be on 92Q or something because they be cussing over there. Oh, do they be cussing? Let me not snitch. Let me not snitch. Sorry, 92Q. Now I'm be banned. All right, guys. I'm so excited to be back. Don't forget to email Mike about my hour show. All right, pat yourself on the back, Baltimore. I'll see you guys next week. Hey guys, we're done. All right, that was like a wonderful show, Alan. We're still live on here. Wonderful show. We gotta thank Alan and his wife. Say hi, Miss Kim. This was bomb. Listen, y'all. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about people changing their lives. People who were once served, now serving. You got that? Did I say it too fast? You got that? Once served, now serving. Who are you guys serving? Are you serving anybody?
Work. Okay.
What? You think I got that? Mike.
Let's go.
Look, you know what he be doing to me, y'all. He act like I can't really tie it all in and close the show out. So I got to show him something. Email him. I need an hour show. 1 hour show. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next week. So good.
Excellent.
So good.
You know, I got.